Now to high roller holdups. You know, they spend months terrorizing people leaving Detroit casinos, carjacking them at gunpoint to get their hands on their winnings.
And for the first time, the feds are speaking out and sharing the exclusive video that was used as evidence in the case.
I believe that this would not have stopped until they were caught by law enforcement.
Tonight, 7 Action News reporter Simon Shaykat is uncovering how many victims were unknowingly being targeted.
Plus, see the high-tech surveillance that helped bring down the ring.
It was a terrifying and violent crime spree, often targeting victims as they left Detroit casinos. One victim in particular barely missing a gunshot aimed at their head.
We got eyes. You got one guy at the back of the first car bending over.
On the side of the freeway, under the cover of night.
All right, the guy's walking up to the car now, looks like.
Michigan State Police were watching and waiting as a high roller who just left MGM Grand Casino was being hunted.
You're looking at the damage there, somebody just pulled in behind him.
A seasoned carjacker preparing to do another armed robbery, only this time he and his accomplice were being tracked themselves.
Somebody get in front of him, block him so he cannot take off.
In a matter of seconds, it all came to a safe end. One man arrested, and minutes later, police get the second guy.
Car's clear, one in custody.
Okay, everyone's secure, we can slow it down.
The conduct was so brazen and so dangerous. We are very fortunate that no one was killed.
U.S. Attorney Matthew Schneider calls this type of violent crime among the worst of the worst.
It was all based on greed, rob people of their money, and then split the proceeds and take the money.
They were a trio led by career criminal 33-year-old Kenneth Gardner, along with accomplice 27-year-old Damon Washington. The men hatched the scheme after meeting behind bars, then later got cozy with 41-year-old MGM Grand Casino goer Veronica Sharp, who wanted a piece of the action. And Motor City Casino guests were also among their victims.
A woman there would identify who the high rollers were, and then she would point those people out to the other two defendants.
Together in late 2017, they spread fear through Detroit, using highways as their personal preying ground to carjack those unsuspecting gamblers. After following them out, Gardner and Washington deliberately bumped into victims' cars. When they got out to check the damage, Gardner demanded their keys, cash, and other valuables at gunpoint. After one victim refused to give up,
the defendant then took a shot and shot at the victim's head and missed it only by inches.
State police, the FBI, and federal prosecutors eventually flipped a key witness, the woman acting as a spotter inside MGM. In exchange for a reduced sentence of 5 years, she recently testified to send Washington to prison for 13 years and Gardner for a lengthy 37 years. Gardner was found guilty on 17 counts involving armed carjacking, gun possession as a felon, and firing a gun.
The sentence has to be severe to protect the public.
Schneider says Detroit casinos and other venues are safe and people should continue to enjoy restaurants and events without fear of becoming a victim. However, don't make yourself an easy target no matter where you go.
If somebody bumps into you at 2 in the morning, you should drive to a nice lighted location. You might drive and pull off and go to a police department or something like that.
Prosecutors are sending a strong message in this case that anyone who tries to terrorize and rob innocent people will face the harshest possible consequences under the law. From downtown, Simon Shaykat, 7 Action News.
Simon, thank you.